I believe this green car right now, I truly believe this green car is the DoorDash driver.
So, actual court document here, and the initials of the DoorDash driver are MM. And the owner of the green car, his initials are not MM, nor are his wife's initials. And she is also who used to drive that car before they sold it. Also, that car on the Ridge Road camera is not green.
This green car, I believe, is the DoorDash driver. Just because they looked at that camera footage and saw it as white, they just got confused at this point and they just made it fit.
So you really want us to believe that FBI trained agents, so people who do this for a living, would mistake a green car for a white car? With all due respect, get the fuck out of here, Pav.
We don't know who was actually driving this green car because Lana has reported that she believes that multiple people were driving that car, and she's got some way she's verified it. And one of the people that she said drove that car was Emma Bailey.
No, there is no proof from Lana or anyone else that Emma Bailey was driving that car. The car owner who had it before it got sold most recently, yes, lived in the apartments next to 1122 King, and they lived there while his wife was attending veterinary school at WSU. So it was just him and his wife that would drive that green car. Now let's move on to another POV problem.
And I did some research on the term. Something popped up. And if it is what I think it is, then it would tell me a lot. And it would also make a lot more sense than Brian Koberger going on to Amazon and purchasing a K-bar knife. It's really this one right here that kind of gets me. See, in the past, when I would try to research this, because it said Skiv Bitchju CV, that's a curricula vitae, and then it would say Ray CV, and then it's Ray cases. But I can't find anybody named Skiv Bitchju, so I don't think that's actually a person.
I'm giving you the Hitler face palm for that one. That is a typo. It is meant to be Slavinsky. And yes, when it says a CV, the curriculum vitae, that is indicating it's a person. That's their resume they're posting. So for you to say, I don't believe that's a person, is just you ignoring facts yet again. But I'm going to continue to show my audience your nonsense rabbit hole just so they can get a laugh out of it like I did.
It doesn't actually mean anything if you combine this word like this. But if you were to take Skivu and separate it with BSJU, well, then you do find some interesting things. And I did that. And what you find is SKIVU is actually a seller. They're a seller on Amazon, and the products that they sell is Maxim products.
Oh, really now? I guess you solved it, Pop.
But they also sell things like this. And you can see this is a 12-piece survival knife set with zinc alloy handles. Ideal for survivalists, hunters, hikers, and outdoor sports enthusiasts. So when you click on something like this, it's like a whole little survival knife kit. But that would account for the SKIVU part. When you go to the other part, though, the BSJU, well, that would indicate it could be an attorney, a law firm, and that's Bond, Shonek, and King. And although they don't directly represent Amazon as a client, they focus on cybersecurity and data privacy, which is kind of interesting. But you can see they do provide legal services.
Okay, now that we've listened to his nonsense, this Excuse me. I've got to stop laughing about him. This was from the documentation of the things that were turned over for the Franks hearing. And you'll see that it says affidavit from Tom Slavinsky. And then right below it was the affidavit from Cy Ray. Those were defense exhibits. And then we're going to go to the next page. And you'll see this is where they put the curriculum vitae, the CVs, for Slavinsky and Ray. But they typed Slavinsky wrong, and there's a very simple explanation if you look at a keyboard. The person had their right hand over one key off. So the highlighted letters are when you type his name correctly, and then what I underlined in red is when they made the typo on that second page. And if you'll see, each of those letters that they mistyped was one key off from what the actual letter should have been. So the person just had their right hand placed wrong when they typed it. It's not two different words put together, meaning a company that sells camping equipment, knives, and a law firm. But hey, sometimes it's kind of fun just to have some comic relief with old Pob's rabbit holes.